Welcome to Ecstatic Yoga. I am Grace. So excited that you are here. We brought the yoga indoors now for a little while, but I have some of the outdoors with me as always. Happy that you're here, and we're going to be doing a little surya namaskara and then come down on the floor and roll around a little and open the body up. Let's begin with a little centering. Taking a moment to just enter into breath awareness. I'm not going to change the breath, just noticing your natural rhythm. Bringing a sense of gratitude for the experience of being alive and breathing in a physical body. And invite that breath to be dropped down to that lower abdomen. Like if you're pouring water into a glass, it's going to drop down to the very bottom. So we're going to breathe into this lower abdominal area, belly breathing. Allowing the nervous system to calm. Allowing the breath to slow a little bit, a little deeper. Letting that belly expand on your inhales, and then feeling that navel, belly button coming in towards the spine on your exhale. All your attention on the breath. We'll add a few three-part yogic breaths. So inhaling into the belly, the ribs, and up into the chest. You can pause a moment if you like, engage the bandhas, and then a nice gentle exhale, nice and slow. Inhaling into the belly, the ribs, all the way up into the chest and the clavicular area. Pausing a moment, kumbhaka. And when you're ready, exhaling completely. And a couple more breaths, three-part yogic breaths, filling out this entire front abdominal cavity. And as you breathe, I want to remind you that at any time you can come out of a pose. This is your practice. If you ever enter into pain, always back off. This is your practice. Know your limitations. If you have any injuries, take your modifications to protect your body. Always practicing at our own risk. Honoring your body and your practice. And one more three-part yogic breath. We'll drop that breath back down to the belly. And we'll take this time to set an intention for yourself for this practice. Always stating your intention in the positive and present moment. And take a few breaths to feel the emotions, visualize in detail yourself fully manifested in this emotion, in this intention, and all the emotions. See yourself. And then releasing this intention to a this or better, this or better, this or better. Beautiful job. We're going to take a few moments to connect into the body. Let's gently open your eyes and move around a little bit. Some circles around your pelvis. Taking a moment as we go through the yoga and Patanjali's 8 limbs, we love to move through the asana, the body, pranayama, the breath, pratyahara, pratyahara. It's when we draw our attention from the external and bring our attention to this inner aliveness inside the body, feeling that heart beating, that pulsing, trembling, vibrating energies inside our body. And then we move up further and further to Dharana, and then Dyana, and then we move into Samadhi. And that is when we are in pure conscious awareness. And so we're going to go just move from our body to the breath to pratyahara today. And then at the very end, we'll move through into Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. So take a moment while we're sitting, because we're going to stand up. See how I couldn't find the zoom on this camera, so we'll just see how it goes with the surya namaskara, Sun Salutation. And then when you're ready, coming up to a standing position. And we're going to start, I'm going to just face you for a moment. We're going to start our surya namaskara. We're going to work through these loops to keep ourselves in this perfect alignment in our body. So I'll set the foundation. We always set the foundation first. Feet are hip width apart. So I'll take my fists. 2 fists are usually hip width apart. So I'm about hip width apart now. Widen up just a little bit. Toes are facing forward. And we're going to feel lift those toes. We feel a lift of our arches. And that ankle loop. Feel the calves engage in shin loop, my words today. So the energy is going to be coming up the back of the calves and down the front of the shins and shin loop. So you'll feel those calves engage. And thigh loop is going to start just below the knees. You're going to feel a lift of the knees. You're going to feel these quadriceps engage. So the energy is moving up the front and it's going down the back, the hamstrings. Feeling that nice loop in your thigh loop. We're going to take the pelvis and you can flex and extend, moving this back and forth, and find your neutral position. So your spine is in neutral. It's our pelvic loop. Beautiful job. Kidney loop, going to lift up the ribs. Shoulder loop is going to come up. It's going to come up to our shoulders. It's going to move those shoulders back because it's going back towards our back. And then it's going to drop down the back. So you're going to feel the shoulders drop down away from the ears. Your wing bones are coming together. The chest is opening up. We're going to move up further and further. Chin is going to be parallel to the floor. And then we're in our skull loop. And so this is right, the crown of the head, and feel as if it's lifting you up into the heavens. And feel all of these loops engage simultaneously, relaxing the buttocks, feeling that, and then moving the body side to side, forward and back, and find that perfect center of gravity for you. Beautiful. And as we stand here, we're going to inhale those arms up. And clasp those hands together. And point your fingers, and then come into a gentle back bend as you gaze up towards the heavens. Nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, you're going to open up those big angel wings. You're going to begin to hinge at the hips. So you can stick that tailbone out a little bit. And we're going to hinge down, soaring down, and bringing those hands down to a block or down to the earth. Thumbs are next to the little toes. You can bring a gentle bend in the knees, and you can relax the head. Taking a couple breaths here. On your next inhale, we're going to come up to a halfway lift. You can either have your hands on the earth, see if we can bring that spine straight, or the hands just below the knees on the shins. Nice straight spine, extending out away from the body, taking a breath here. And then on your next exhale, coming back down to your forward fold. I'm going to move into a little twist. So I'm going to take the left hand and bring it right in front in the middle of my feet. And I'm going to bring the right hand up. Here it's in the way. Beautiful. Adding a little twist, and you can gaze up at those fingertips. You can keep the head in alignment with the spine. Find out what works for your neck. And engage the bandhas and breathe. Your next inhale, reaching into those fingertips. And on the exhale, bringing the right hand down, bringing that in the middle, in the front of the feet, and twisting away. The other way, raising that left arm up. And again, engage those bandhas and breathe, especially that Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor. You can also have that Jalandhara Bandha engaged, tongue on the roof of the mouth. Chin comes in a little bit. Deep pranic breaths. Noticing the sensations in the body and noticing the breath. Next inhale, reaching up into the fingertips. And on the exhale, bringing the hand down. Beautiful. And we're going to bring the hands inside of the feet again. And we're going to take that right foot back behind us. And let's see, yeah, we're going to be in. Feet are like railroad tracks. Sometimes I'll go into one. And we'll move into a nice high lunge. In the camera, works good. First thing we want to do is square those hips. You've already set the foundation. Feet are parallel like railroad tracks. You can extend that back heel so it's reaching towards the floor. You might not make it, but that's okay. Knee is right over the ankle. Front knee is over the ankle. It might be a little behind, but as long as it's not forward where it puts stress on the ankle. Squaring those hips, so my right leg is back. My right hip is going to move forward a little bit. Left hip move back a little, square, and then bring those arms up. Gazing forward into your high lunge. Deep breaths. Engage the bandhas. And be that warrior. Brave and courageous, willing to move into divine action. Intuitively guided, inspired action. Beautiful. Next inhale, reaching into the fingertips. On the exhale, bringing the hands down to the earth, and we're going to take that left leg back into our downward facing dog. And we're going to walk that dog. So feel the arms. You can spread out those fingers a little bit. Strong arms. We're going to feel slight, very slight external rotation, upper arms. for stability. As you bend one knee, the opposite heel is going to come down. Head is going to be aligned between the arms. That tailbone is sticking up. The gentle tuck. So you're going to lift up, gentle tuck. And that chest, we're not going to drop it down to the floor, but the heels and the heart are both coming down and aligned. Relaxing in, relaxing the head, feeling the stretch in the back. Calves of the legs, noticing the sensation as you breathe. Deep belly breaths. Coming back to center. Beautiful job. I like to adjust my foundation a little. I'm going to bring my feet back a little to move into a plank position. Feeling those strong arms. Still got that little slight external rotation. Strong thighs. You can drop the knees if you like. You can stay in a full push-up. And we're going to be coming chin, chest, and then coming up into a beautiful up dog. We're using the arm strength to bring us up, unlike the cobra when we're using our back. Thighs are resting on the earth. Shoulders are back and down. Facing forward. Open heart. Deep breaths. Beautiful job. One more breath here. And we're going to curl the toes under, lifting those hips up, back into our downward facing dog. Thigh bones are back. Nice walking the dog as you drop one heel down, opposite knee bends in, and breathe. Beautiful job. We're going to lift the head and the heart. Look between your hands, and you're going to take this right foot and you're going to walk or step that foot right between the hands. We're moving into a nice high lunge on this side. So find that foundation, both feet parallel, facing forward, and then come up. You can come up to the knee first, coming all the way up, bringing the arms up. You can always make adjustments, find different ways you want to hold your high lunge. Adding some twists. Be creative. Just holding the lunge, engaging those bandhas, and breathe. Squaring those hips. Now that left hip is going to come forward, right is going to come back a little. One more breath. Inhale, reaching up. And as you exhale, you're going to bring the hands down to the earth. Bring that left leg up. And relax the head down into a beautiful forward fold. Inhale halfway up. And exhale down. And on your next inhale, lifting the head, lifting the heart, giant angel wings. We're going to come up and we're going to move a little side to side while we're in our mountain, opening up the side body, feeling a nice stretch, lateral stretching, keeping the breath flowing. And coming back to center, inhaling into a nice back bend, little arch on the back if you like. And on our exhale, we're going to hinge down into our forward fold. Taking a couple breaths here. You can do some things with your arms if you like to grab the elbows. Bring the hands, rest on the small of your back. You want to keep the hands on the floor. And I invite you, if you'd like, to do a couple little yes, no's. Move the head in a gentle way. Release the tension on the neck. Always honoring your body, very gentle. Feeling the stress just fall out your crown and be received by the earth. And coming back to center, lifting the head and the heart a little bit. We're going to bring that right leg back and we're going to move into some, and I'm going to invite you, if you'd like, to put a blanket under your knee. We're going to move into some lunge rocks. So we're going to lunge, as we lunge forward, we're going to move that hip forward and let it sink down towards the earth. My right hip is moving forward. You can make some gentle adjustments and movements with body. Feel that hip opening. Nice stretch. And then we're going to move into lunging back as we straighten that front leg. And you can flex the foot, extend the foot, keep the breath flowing. Moving back and forth at your own pace, finding your own rhythm, honoring your body as you bring a focus to the physical body and the breath. Even bring in some Ujjayi breath for focus. Gently engage those bandhas to contain the prana in the body. And coming back to neutral. And we're going to take this left leg back as well. Move into a table for a moment and then come back into a child's pose. And I invite you to move now into pratyahara. Into your pratyahara. So we're going to now withdraw our attention from all the external noises and sounds and smells and stimulations. And we're going to bring all that attention inward into our own being, noticing what's going on inside our body, the energy fields, the nadis, the pranavayas, the koshas, everything inside that's moving, the circulatory system, the nervous system, the respiratory system, all this energy that is moving and digestion in our body. And let's notice this energy field inside for a few breaths. And basking in that emotional body. And when you're ready, coming back up into your table. With this table, we'll set the foundation. Knees are directly under the hips. The wrists are under the shoulders. So we're in a nice table position. And begin to move into our cat-cow. Inhaling as we move into extension of the spine. Feeling the chest move up, tailbone stick up, and that spine move into extension. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone and we're going to look down towards our thighs and our belly as we round the back in flexion of the spine. Moving back and forth at your own pace and your own rhythm. Inhaling into your cow, extension of the spine, and exhaling into your cat, flexion of the spine. And when you're ready, you can begin to add some little movements, some spontaneous movements. Maybe when you're in your cat, you may want to bring your hips back a little, moving side to side. Finding the movements that feel good and right for you. Enjoying moving in your body, noticing the physical sensations as you add the breath. And coming back to center. We're going to give ourselves the opportunity, to do a few push-ups. Already kind of set up for it if you want to be a full push-up or a half push-up. Just using these arms. It's a good way to strengthen the arms. Keeping the breath flowing. It might be just one push-up, and then invite yourself when you're done to just come down and rest on the earth. You can turn your head to one side or the other. And just imagining that you are a sponge, your whole body is a sponge. And you're laying on the earth, soaking up all this rich, vibrant earth energy. All our energy comes from the earth. Invite the earth to give you and provide you anything you need, anything your body, mind, spirit needs in this moment in time, this time in your life. Maybe some wisdom, maybe some information, maybe calm, maybe nutrients, maybe restore. Soak it up, soak up the life force, the creativity, whatever it is you're wanting and needing. If you want to turn your head to the other direction, balance out the neck, you can do that. And then coming back to center and taking a moment to really thank the earth, sending it gratitude, not only for all this beautiful stuff that you are sponging up to heal and enliven your body, but for the food you eat every day, the house you live in, everything, even our cars, are made from the earth. Our clothing, thank the earth for providing all your needs. We're going to move into cobra, baby cobra. So we're going to bring the hands right on alongside the shoulders. Elbows are in. Pressing that pelvis into the earth. That's our foundation. And on the next inhale, we're going to use the back muscles, not the hands or the arms, to lift the back up into a nice, gentle baby cobra. Shoulders are back and down. Elbows are in. The hands are just here to stabilize. The back muscles are lifting us up. And breathe. And one more breath here. Beautiful. And we're again lifting ourselves. Let's move into our table first. And then curl those toes under, lift those hips into our downward facing dog. Ears alongside the arms, fingers spread a little. A couple walking the dog. We're going to move into three-legged dog here. So let's see. Forward a little bit. So we're going to take this right leg out and just kick it out behind you. You can kick it up or behind. And flex or extend that foot. Just feel that balance. Feel that tripod below the two arms, fingers spread. This left foot holding the weight of your body. And one more breath here. And bringing that right leg down and move the left leg up into three-legged dog. The weight is distributed a little bit different on the right foot. Two hands. Flex and extend that foot if you like. Breathing. Strong arms. Slight external rotation in the upper arms. One more breath. And bringing that leg down. Beautiful job. We're going to look between our hands again. And we're going to step that right foot up. And bring the left leg back. We can use a blanket for the knee. And we're going to move into some lunge rocks on this side. So lunging forward and feeling that left hip open up. Making some slight movements, keeping the breath flowing in our bodies and the breath. Asana, pranayama. Lunging back as you straighten that front leg, flexing and extending the foot, noticing the different sensations, keeping the breath flowing. Moving back and forth at your own pace, your own rhythm. Keeping that breath flowing. Give one more deep breath. Chin up from where you are. Coming back to center. I'm going to take this back toe, my left foot, lift that, straighten that back leg, and step or walk that left foot forward into a nice forward fold. Find any variation with your arms. Deep breaths. Inhaling into halfway lift. Back flat, reaching out and extending. Exhaling back down into forward fold. Find a little gentle shake of the head. And we're going to lift the head, the heart, giant angel wings, bringing us all the way back up to our mountain. We're going to take a moment here in our mountain, bringing our hands in Anjali Mudra to our heart. Taking a moment to dive into that pratyahara again, noticing the inner aliveness, the heart beating, that pulsation, pulsing through our entire body, bringing oxygen and nutrients to every cell, fingertips and toes. All your attention fully absorbed in the inner universe. Beautiful. I'm going to do one more to breath, inhaling those arms up into mountain. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, high lunge. Or you can stay at a low lunge. Exhaling into downward facing dog. Inhaling, we're going to swoop right into our up dog. And we're going to exhale back into down dog. Inhale, lunge, low or high lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Don't forget that. And finally, exhaling down into forward fold. And then inhale, lifting the head first, the heart into your mountain. Beautiful job. And we're going to bring those hands behind us. We're going to clasp them, open up the chest, and we're going to hinge forward again into a standing yoga mudra. Taking this moment to honor your heart. That guiding light where we can connect to our soul. And releasing the hands, bringing the hands down to the floor and coming down to the floor. We're going to do just a couple poses on the floor. And I invite you to come all the way down onto your back and bring those knees into your chest and rock a little bit. And let's bring the feet onto the earth. And I'm going to take my right ankle and rest it just above the left knee. I'll lift that left leg up, bring my hands behind the left hamstring or thigh, and gently pull that left leg in, opening up the hip on the right side. And breathe and notice. One more breath here. Beautiful job. We're going to release the leg, and we're going to move to the other side. So left ankle's resting just above the right leg, the right knee, bringing the hands behind the right hamstring and pulling that in. Noticing the opening on the left hip. And breathe. One more breath here. And releasing that release. And we're going to move into a nice knee down twist, a supine. So we're going to straighten that left leg and come up onto that left side just a little. As you take the right leg nice under, the right knee is bent, bringing that right leg over to the left. Can use the left hand to guide the right knee over. And we're going to take the right hand and bring that 90 degrees out and turn the head to gaze out over the right fingertips. So we're adding a nice twist in the cervicals, the thoracic, and the lumbar spine. And rest in this pose and breathe. And 2 more breaths. Cleansing the digestive organs, the internal organs, bringing new life, new energy to the spine. And releasing the breath, releasing the leg, coming back to center, and we're going to switch sides. So we're going to take the right leg out straight, come up onto that right side just a little to bring that spine to neutral, bend that left leg and bringing that over to the right, right hand guiding it over. Left arm out 90 degrees, turning the head to gaze out over the left fingertips. And breathe. Relax into this nice, deep spinal twist. Two more breaths. And releasing the leg. And let's bring both knees into the chest, hugging those knees in, rocking. And let's straighten those legs and take the hands and find the best place on either the hamstrings or the calves and gently pulling the legs in towards the body. Noticing a nice stretch. Flex and extend the feet. More sensation. Keeping the breath flowing. And then opening these legs out. And if you can hold the ankles or even the outer edges of the feet. Pulling those legs into the body again. Feeling your gentle edge, honoring your body. And if you'd like to flex and extend the feet, more sensation. Keeping that breath flowing. And then bending those knees. Knees are coming on the outside of the body, so we're not crunching any ribs towards the armpit. And you can gently pull the feet down, honoring your edge again. Engaging those bandhas and breathe in, baby. And then our final pose is moving around in your happy baby. I mean, what feels good and fun for you. Moving around, just like you did when you were a baby. And finishing up with any other pose you may feel like you want to do, or maybe a little more time in happy baby. And the last wiggles as we begin to move into our savasana. And we're going to move into that pratyahara again for a moment, finding your comfortable pose and diving inward, withdrawing the attention from all the external noise and movement, moving into the silent center. It's dynamic silent center. We're going to move, we're going to use our Dharana, which is our single point of focus, our concentration. So we bring our attention to that heartbeat inside our chest. Keeping the breath flowing, all your attention on this heart, pulsing. Entire vast universe, and all we're focusing on is this inner heart, this physical heart pulsing inside us. Maintaining that pratyahara, this inner focus. We're going to move into Dhyana, releasing the focus, concentration, and allowing our consciousness to rest in meditative awareness. Conscious, aware, alert. Let this beautiful meditative flow allow you to enter even a deeper meditative state, samadhi. Create the invitation, rest, and the perfect conditions, and let go all attachment. So we rest in silence for a while, and I will bring you back. Taking a nice deep breath into the lower belly as you gently and kindly come back. More breaths. And as you breathe, begin to wiggle the fingers, the toes, and some gentle movement into the body. Rocking the pelvis a little bit. Stretching out the arms and the legs. As you come back into your body, into this present time. And when you feel ready, rolling over to one side or the other. Mindfully, carefully. Taking a breath here. When you're ready, coming up to a seated position. Find a comfortable seat. Now always put into a blanket. Back. Buttocks here. A little more space. Taking a moment to scan the body. Again, noticing how you feel. How you feel inside. Just noticing with no judgment how you're feeling energetically, emotionally, physically. And bring yourself back to that intention that you set. And again, use your imagination to see you. Feel the emotions, feelings. So you're right there, right now. And release that intention with a this or better, this or better, this or better. We'll conclude this practice with namaste. I honor the place in you in which the entire universe dwells. I honor the place in you which is of love, of light, of truth, and peace. When I am in that place in me, and you are in that place in you, we are one. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this ecstatic yoga. I am Grace. Ecstatic Yoga, you can go to ecstaticyoga.studio. You can check out our yoga teacher trainings and our retreats, our global meditations for peace monthly. Please join us. I honor you and wish you a beautiful and blessed day.